All right, and we're back with another episode live from the Grove. We are here with DripBTC.
Still SK Drip, but I'm DripBTC the rapper, man. Y'all know what time it is.
Here we go, man. How you been, man?
I've been chilling, man. Been chilling. So
This interview has been long overdue. You
way past due.
had my little brother Sinai telling me, "Hey, man, the truth need to come." So we got the truth here, man. First and foremost, I wanted to kind of, because I've known you since high school, but I kind of wanted to know how long you've been rapping. When did you start, writing and recording?
All right, so the first song I ever made, let's say 2017. It's famous. Y'all know 2017, 2016, 2015, famous Dex Wave. So I always been listening to rap. I always been listening to rap for a minute. So I want to say 2016. I had an Asian friend named Alvin, and he since middle school, I think since La Pressa, if y'all familiar, La Pressa. Since La Pressa, he always said he wanted to be like a rap star. So you know what I'm saying, he started making his little at-home studio. So by the time we got to high school, you know what I'm saying, he actually got it right, and he told me to slide through. And I made my first song with the homies called Juice.
And who was all on that Juice record?
It was me, the homie from Texas, Jaden,
Uh-huh.
and then my boy Alvin on my man. That was my first song right there, 2020, like late 2016.
That's
So
funny.
boom, we made that song. But that was just really for fun, you feel what I'm saying? We just put it to Alvin's house.
Mm-hmm.
Then we made another one. We made two songs. We made Juice. Me in Texas, you feel what I'm saying? My boy from Texas. Shout out Jaded, man. You feel what I'm saying? He's a Navy recruiter now, but shout out my boy Jaded, you feel what I'm saying? He was rapping. He showed me his shit from Texas. And we locked in through there, you know what I'm saying? So we made that song. We made two songs right there. And then I wasn't really, for sure I wasn't a rapper by then. So then let's say a couple years go by, 2021, you know what I'm saying? I start fucking with the yams and shit. I'll say that. I start fucking with the yams. So boom, I was listening to Cash Quan, TJX6, shout out TJX6, shout out Cash Quan. Shout out Tay 4X on my mama. That's my boy from Detroit for sure. But yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I was listening to all that. You know what I'm saying? Scam rapping for sure.
Yeah, that whole Detroit wave, that shit was going crazy early
Oh yeah,
2020s
early
too.
20, for sure. 2020, 2021, 2019 for sure, man. Shout out Cash Quan, because you know what I'm saying? I'll say that's one rapper I definitely sound like. Marco.
Oh, we good.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good.
okay.
Good looking up.
Okay. But that's one rapper, you know what I'm saying? I'll say shout out Cash Quan, shout out Tay 4X, shout out TJX6. But for sure, I was fucking with Detroit and shit. I'm on what they on, for sure. And I could rap. So fuck it. So 2021, I started going to the studio. I started going to shout out 88 The Gang. That's one of the best, you know what I'm saying, producers in Dago. But they had I was fucking with a engineer named Wonder Kid. You know what I'm saying? He was in the same studio as 88. So I made, let's say about maybe 10 songs, 8 to 10 songs there 2021. And I was dropping on SoundCloud, but scarcely. I barely dropped. You know what I'm saying? And it's cause of what I was rapping about too. That's kind of hot.
Yeah.
So I never really confidently dropped. So then boom. So I never really confidently dropped. You know what I'm saying? I would just drop on SoundCloud. I never took it serious.
Mm-hmm.
But I had 10 songs right there. So 2021, boom. 2021 over. You know what I'm saying? Shit kind of got hot, especially with what I'm rapping about. Shit got hot. So I kind of just took a backseat from rapping about whatever. Took a backseat for a minute. And then, let's say late 2024, October, my little cousin, shout out Bams on my mama, I Heart Bams. He going up on TikTok right now. But my little cousin, he be rapping. He always used to make the songs on BandLab. And I thought BandLab was complicated as fuck at first when he used to show me.
Yeah.
But then, boom, one day I was at work. You feel what I'm saying? I'm working the late nights and shit. So I'm at work. I'm like, fuck it. Lorelli, I'll hop on a song with you. So he showed me how to do the BandLab and shit. I had the little earphones and I told Lorelli, I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna just make songs at work. So I did the little, my first verse for my BandLab. That shit sounded hard. I'm I'm fucking with it for sure. So boom, I told the Relly, like, fuck it. Once the first song sounded decent on BandLab, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just make a couple. Like, since I'm at work, working this overnight, fuck, I'm gonna just make songs while I'm at work. So I started making a couple songs in my car. Boom, like I would just make the song in the whip. As soon as I'm at work and shit, make a song in the whip, make a song in the whip. So I got like a gang of songs. By then I had like at least 10 songs on BandLab. So then the thing that made me take it serious, one day, I think it's like late November, or no, December. It was December. December. This how long I damn near been taking rap serious. So late December 2024, we getting a haircut. Shout out my nigga Drew. You feel what I'm saying? He cutting me and my nigga P Rika. So bro getting a haircut, and I was finna go use the bathroom in his pad. You feel me? Well, not even use the bathroom. I just got my haircut, so I'm in the mirror like, okay, like yeah, you better make my shit straight. So boom, before after I leave the bathroom, looking at my cut and shit, my Relly has a fucking a storage closet, and I'm like, okay, shit, I've been making the songs in the car. The storage closet might sound even decent. And that's when I went. Shout out Killer Griff on my mama. Shout out Killer Griff. He damn near made all the beats to my songs. So shout out Killer Griff. So I went on YouTube, looked up a beat while bro getting his haircut. I heard that he just played it right now, Blackjack. I heard that beat. I'm like, shit. I've been rapping and shit. Let me see if I can fuck with this singing shit. So boom, I go in that little storage closet and I play it. I'm like, I'm listening. I'm like, Blackjack, I got an ace in the face card. She just want to grind like a skateboard. You feel what I'm saying? I say that, and I make like a little chorus. Boom. When the bro done getting his haircut, I play for him. I'm like, really? I'm like, y'all niggas hear this? Because at first we was hearing another song that I had just made.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Was playing that and shit. And I'm like, y'all niggas hear this shit I just made. So boom, I play it. Boom, boom, Blackjack, I got an ace in the face card. She just want to grind like a skateboard. And the homie's like, who's this? I'm like, nigga, that's me.
I'm like, I just made that.
You feel me? I'm like, I just made that in the storage closet. They're like, no way, bro, that sounds decent. I'm like, yeah, bro, I just made it right now. So then boom, I had just made the chorus and shit. So I go to work and I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna finish this. So like I finished the little first verse and shit. The shit sound decent. You feel what I'm saying? The shit sound decent. Like we slapping this shit. We slapping this shit in our whip. You feel what I'm saying? Slapping shit on the speaker off just the BandLab version.
Yeah.
So boom. I'm like, so me and the homie sit together. Shout out my boy Ajax and my mama. He's always had like an interest in record label things like that. So you feel what I'm saying? He's always on that business tip of music. So he's like, bro, like you can really take this shit serious. So me and him just used to politic. And at first we just had that one song, Blackjack. You feel what I'm saying? We like, nigga, we're gonna take this to the stew. And you feel what I'm saying? Turn this to a hit. But we didn't have any stew. The first stew I went to, I'm not gonna say no names, but the first stew I went to, I did the song and it just we did that song and we did another song. The other songs ended up sounding decent, but that song I just wasn't fucking with it. I wasn't fucking with it.
And
like
what wasn't you fucking with, the mix on it, or
the mix sound terrible? Well, it didn't sound terrible, but it's like the mix sounded worse than what I did on BandLab. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, if the mix sound worse. So I was damn near finna give up on that song. So then one day I'm on Instagram. Shout out to bro Mikey. He just had came home from jail. You feel what I'm saying? So he started making music. Boom, and he posted the Greenhouse. Shout out the Greenhouse because I never made every song there. So boom, he posted the Greenhouse and they posted their stew prices and everything. So I tapped in with them after I had tried to make that version. You feel what I'm saying? At the other stew. So boom, I tapped in with the Greenhouse. They let me come through. And like I said, bro, me and bro was once they heard that Blackjack, me and bro was just politicking like, bro, we could do something with this rap shit. Like you feel what I'm saying? The bros is telling me this shit hard. At first is me, I'm just like, bro, this is some shit I made on my phone. But the bros are telling me like, bro, you could do it. You could do it with this rap shit. You can make it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So boom. So I go to the Greenhouse. I knock out a couple other songs, and the shit sound crispy. Oh my mama, this shit sound crispy. I'm like, okay, now I done found me a stew. I ended up making that Blackjack song a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Not even a little bit later, within that month. So boom. Once I lock in with the Greenhouse, I'm like, all right, like now, you feel what I'm saying? We're gonna take this serious. So from December, we politic. You feel me? December, we politic. Like, this is before I even had a song out, had a song in the studio. I mean, I had songs in the studio, but that's 2021. I'm talking about like with my recent run of rapping.
Yeah.
If I'm saying the first song I made in the stew recently within the past 3 years was January 2025. You know what I'm saying? So we made a couple songs there, and we made a plan. We like, all right, it took me about what, like I said, 8 to 10 songs on BandLab to get that blackjack. So we like, all right, we got to play the numbers game. You need to make 8 to 10 songs. You know what I'm saying? Again, to get your next hit, we need at least 100 songs by the end of June.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was just like a outland. It's at that time it seemed outlandish. You know what I'm saying? We're like, we just need 100 songs. We're for sure gonna have at least 10 hits if we got 100 songs. So boom, I'm like, all right. So then it's like we start, like I said, we politicked about it on a business tip and on like a realistic tip. Like, okay, how are we gonna get viral? You know what I'm saying? Not even get viral, but you know what I'm saying? How we gonna put it out there? Because I've been
gain
rapping.
Some traction.
Yeah, get some traction for sure. Get my foot in the door because I've been rapping. You know what I'm saying? But like now, once I heard it, like I said, once I heard I could switch it up, switch the flow. It's like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? We can do something with this. I got words in my head. I got unlimited words in my head. And this is like, you know what I'm saying? If I could get paid off my voice, then why the fuck not? You feel me?
Yeah, because I've noticed like listening to your music, like it's big on the wordplay. A lot of like really fire punchlines. Like you could see the past Detroit influence mixed with like the more singing Dago West Coast side of things. So it is interesting seeing your evolution as an artist.
Yeah.
One thing I was curious about is with like, let's say that goal of 100, right? The recording process for that, like how you said, like, you know, you just went into the closet, did the BandLab thing. Are you like freestyling these things? You writing them like
off the dome? So yeah, basically off the dome. I'm not gonna say I'm strictly off the dome. So when I was making the songs on BandLab, that was off the dome. And then if I'm saying I had a talk with the homie, he's like, you know what I'm saying? He basically like, well, you can't freestyle everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, I'll sit here and write. I'll try to write. So now I'll write, boom, you know what I'm saying? I wrote a couple songs until I wrote, but it wasn't like I don't damn near write the whole song. Like I write up maybe like 16 bars max. 16 bars max. Sometimes they start off with just 4. Excuse me. So like, you know what I'm saying? I'll write, you feel what I'm saying? A couple songs I really did write. Most of my songs, well, it's damn near all unreleased, but most of my songs now, like, you feel what I'm saying? It's off the dome. I'll get unless I'm singing. If I'm singing, then I got to get a nice chorus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The good hook. Damn near I'm the hook guy right now. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm decent with the hook. So like, you know what I'm saying? I might write a hook. But my main way of making a song that became the most efficient is instead of me punching in the stew, I just punch in on my voice memos and I make a whole song from there.
Got you.
You feel me? So like, I mean, let me see if I can show y'all a good example.
Yeah, go ahead, give us a live from the Grove exclusive.
Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something exclusive. But like, yeah, I start punching in my voice memos to where it's like, okay, because I punch in the stew anyways, and I feel like punching in sounds more natural. You feel what I'm saying? If you punching in like you really off the dome.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Drip set the tone. I'm the one gonna set it straight. Can't play with my food because I put a lot.
Let me see another one. What I said.
I'm in my own.
Yeah, even. Let me see.
She might be solid.
All right, here we go. So boom.
Drip set the tone. I'm the one gonna set it straight. Can't play with my food because I put a lot on my plate. We at forward HR. She got expensive taste. White collar, off-white ones, it's expensive lace. Fuck it, I might sing to your whole life, Steve Lacy. Fake car with the VPN and can't trace me. Drip Shuttleworth, I got game, you can't lace me. They keep saying I'm the rookie of the year like Eddie Lacy. My young nigga shiesty with a mask just like Jason.
So I punch in like that on my voice memos. I'll say, hey, if you rapping right now, bro, you got writer's block. For my niggas out there who write, I don't necessarily always write, but if you got writer's block, just start punching in on your voice memos, bro. Like you literally, it's gonna be the same punch in like you in the stew. So when I started doing that, and it just became real efficient for me, especially with a singing song, because you know what I'm saying, you want to hear, like, you can write all you want, but you want to hear the voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
like a reference track almost.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you want the beat to fit your flow. You don't want, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to hop on the beat. Like, let's say for instance, I use a DB by the bag beat.
Mm-hmm.
If I just hop on the beat without having my punch ins or my lyrics, then I'm gonna sound like DB by the bag. You know what I'm saying? Shout out DB by the bag. You know what I'm saying?
But so you'll typically have your punch ins prior to even listening.
Yeah, I'll have my punch ins prior. Like a lot of punch ins, I'll punch it in like some rap, but I done turned it into some singing songs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So like it'd be like that. So where I want to have, a lot of times I want to stick to my own flow. So I don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily like to write as I'm hearing the beat. You know what I'm saying? I'll write some lyrics. If I do write, I'll write some lyrics and then have those lyrics just in there and try to fit the lyrics to my flow, how I wanted to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of times I done written some shit and then turned it from some rapping to some singing. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I feel like that's the way to keep my flow. And then, as I kept making songs, like I said, shout out Killer Griff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Killer Griff, top producer. But him, you know what I'm saying, as he kept dropping beats, I was like, instead of me looking for different beats, because at first I was trying to look for different type beats and stuff, you know what I'm saying, fuck around and do the Detroit beats.
Yeah.
But like, it was like, I just went on a serious run. So like I said, we said we needed 100 songs by the end of June. So from, let's see, the first time I went to the greenhouse was maybe late January. The first time I went to the greenhouse was late January.
2025, right?
Yeah, 2025. This is all this year. So I've been rapping for real, like for real dropping, you know what I'm saying? Let's say actually rapping for about 5 months.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 5 months.
And you got nine singles out right now?
I got 9 singles out
this year.
And it's so much in the vault. Y'all don't even know yet, but it's so much in the vault. So boom, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, when we sat down politic, me and all the bros, we were like, we gotta make this rap shit make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just gonna be rapping for fun. Like 2021, I was rapping for fun.
Yeah.
You go see my old page and shit, I got you know what I'm saying? I got trillers like a motherfucker, bro, just rapping for fun. But then it's like, you know what I'm saying, we gotta monetize this, because at the end of the day, rapping is content creation. Whether you know what I'm saying, whether you think you could just separate it or not, like you gotta have a face, you gotta have a personality in this shit. Whether your personality is fucking street nigga, your personality is whatever your personality is, but you gotta be able to relate, or people just won't care. Yeah. People don't care enough if they don't relate, and they can't relate too much. You feel me? What I'm saying, they can't relate too much, because then it's like you just anybody else. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So like, yeah, we really sat down and made all that make sense. So we were like, yeah, we got to do this, get certain features, you know what I'm saying? Get our foot in the door first. But, you know what I'm saying, make sure people see you being consistent. So like, once I got to the greenhouse, let's say, so I went there first, late January, I made my first song, not my first song, but like, yeah, the first song, you know what I'm saying, out there was Steakhouse. That's the first song I ended up dropping on Apple Music, all platforms and stuff. But at first, like how I said, we had that whole plan and how we're gonna plan it out. This thing that made me kind of like move faster, you know what I'm saying, start dropping more and just start dropping my snippets. Because at first I was gonna keep everything in the vault, like as I'm making songs. So I went to Philly, you know what I'm saying. So I started late, mid-January. I said, okay, like the third quarter of January. There you go, the third quarter of January. Boom. Made my first song, made a couple more, and then like shout out to Greenhouse, you know what I'm saying? As I start going more, they start fucking with me more. I start getting longer sessions and stuff. But Philip I made my first song, Steakhouse. Once I made that and I heard how it sounded there, I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got something. So first, I'm still holding on to the first couple songs I made. Because I came back from Philly. Shout out Lil Hungry from Fresno. Free Lil Hungry ASAP. On my mama, Free Lil Hungry. It's a real, you feel what I'm saying, real stand-up guy. So boom, I come back from Philly. I went to Philly for like, I went to the Super Bowl parade, you feel what I'm saying? Boom. Shout out Philly. Hey, Philadelphia, that's really the city of brotherly love, man.
And how long were you out in Philly for?
Leo, I was out in Philly for like 3 days. I'm just saying Philly because I came back. The Super Bowl was what, February 9th?
Yep.
I came back to Dago February 12th, I believe, February 12th.
Okay.
So boom. But right when I came back to Dago, that's when I went on my run though. So I had maybe 3 songs at the greenhouse before I left. I came back from February 12th to March 18th. I believe we made 28 songs. So I made 30 songs in less than 30 days, literally. And that's not even like I'm going to the studio every day. It was like, you know what I'm saying? We would knock out some long sessions, 5-hour sessions here, a 5-hour session there. To what's the longest? I think the longest we did was maybe 8 hours. I worked a full work shift in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So like we were trying to really make it make sense. So boom. I did my we did that 28 songs in 28 days. So then it was like, all right, damn, we got this for the first quarter of the year. 100 songs ain't nothing by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Especially by the half of the year. So
yeah,
once I made all them songs, like it's rapping is the same thing. I mean, I used to be a hooper, so I could say that. But like rapping is just like sports, you know what I'm saying? Or anything you do. Really anything you do, like the more you do it, it's gonna come easy to you. Yeah. At first, on my old songs, 2021, everything was off the dome. Feel me? And then when I came back, I was like, all right, I gotta write some shit. But then once I started getting into the groove of things, shit started coming easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll either do a punch in on my phone or I get to the studio and then, you know what I'm saying, it's a whole song off the dome.
And I saw that you, since you're doing all of this music as well, I saw that you had put out a teaser for the Chase Down video, right?
Yeah.
Did the video ever officially released yet? Or
nah. So that's not even shout out directed by Rich, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when we first started, we're like, all right, we're gonna make this make sense. So we got like me and the bros sat down, like, all right, who's the top, you feel me? Who's the best videographers in the city? So you know what I'm saying? We started looking out, shout out Kill Switch, Free Kill Switch, you feel what I'm saying? That's like that's like the Relly, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So boom, he, you feel what I'm saying? I be seeing his videos. Shout out Lil Weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm seeing like the top people in the city, you know what I'm saying? So we have to like make it make sense. So we like, are we gonna find the top videographer? Shout out Leak Films. That was the first like cameraman somebody sent to me to where we're like, all right, we gotta get a video out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping all these snippets, but people want to put a face on it. Even if people know what I look like, know who I am, but people always want to put a face on it, especially if you're making music. So we're like, all right, we got to get a video. So make the video make sense, shot my first vid. And then that Chase Down, that was just like a freestyle song on my mama, you know what I'm saying? But it started gaining traction. I just, like I said, I was showing people, you got to show people that you give a fuck about what you're doing before they give a fuck about what you're doing. Exactly. So people were seeing me in the studio like every day. On my mama, people would see me in the studio damn near every day. Like it wasn't really every day, but like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not in the studio, I'm dropping a snippet. So then people are like, okay, damn, he got another song. Damn, he got another song. Damn, he got another song. Hey, this might be my favorite song. Hey, bro, when you gonna drop this? When you gonna drop this? Boom. So I'm getting traction just like that. People are like, when you gonna drop this? So then the first little snippet I dropped was at Steakhouse on my mama, and then people start like seeing it. I'm like, okay. I just put it on like I made a regular post before I went to Philly. So I'm saying I just made a regular post, but I put the little snippet on there on a regular post. And I'm seeing people start watching my story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rappers, athletes. So boom, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing my shit gain traction. So I'm like, all right, like we're gonna need a video soon. So come back, I shoot that song Brock Bowers. Yeah. That's damn near, you feel what I'm saying? That's damn near a whole freestyle, you feel what I'm saying? I freestyled that whole thing. But like I said, shout out Killer Griff, because with him keep dropping beats, you feel what I'm saying? He's dropping beats every day. He'll drop a beat and I'll be in the studio. So let's say like I'll go on YouTube, he dropped a beat 11 minutes ago, but I'm in the studio right now, so I knock it out. Yeah. So then it's like, as he's dropping beats every day, you know what I'm saying? If you see his little timeline, it's like, hey, if whatever y'all believe in, I believe in God. So I feel like it's like destiny right there. But like as he was dropping beats, he's dropping beats consistently. I'm in the stew consistently. So you know what I'm saying? We hand in hand with it. Like I said, I was able to make 28 songs, 28 days because I'm figuring out my sound
Yeah.
as he's making beats. Like the melodic shit, I got it off Blackjack. That was his beat. Because at first I made Blackjack and then we like, all right, we're gonna keep looking through the beats that I done did. And I'm like, man, who the fuck made this beat? You know what I'm saying? This damn near, you know what I'm saying? This is my hardest shit on BandLab right now. Who made this beat? So then I go through his shit and I start doing his beats one by one. To where like I hit him and I'm like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? I end up finding his Instagram because I was looking at him and he's up and coming. I'm saying, hey, Killer Griff gonna be one of the top producers on the whole West Coast right now. I'm telling you, his beats is different. So boom, but as I'm doing his beats one by one, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my sound, making different types of songs. He's dropping rap beats. You feel what I'm saying? Melodic beats. He drops a lot of melodic beats. Like, I don't even like rapping. I be rapping. I love rapping, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking outrageous. I could say whatever, you feel what I'm saying? But, excuse me, like the melodic shit is really what I like doing on my mama. Because like,
so you prefer the more melodic side over the rapping part as you've like started rapping more /
yeah, as I started making more songs, it was like I prefer the melodic. It'd be like the Green Goblin mask in my ear. Every time I hear a beat, I'd be like, the bro be like, you finna rap on it? I'd be like, I want to sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, as he started dropping more beats, you know what I'm saying? I start figuring out my sound, what I want to sound like, who I listen to. Shout out to Pre Grams. That's probably one of the biggest rappers I used to listen to. Not even used to listen to, but like before I started rapping for real. Pre Grams is like one of my top artists for sure. Like you look on my Apple Music and shit, he right there. But you know what I'm saying, I respected his shit and I listened to his shit because he be rapping, singing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, he might have a song where he probably say 5 bars, but the melodic, you feel what I'm saying? He harmonizes it so good to where it's like in the beat, you feel what I'm saying? Some West Coast vibey shit.
That's
And he
how I be feeling
harmonizes
about
so
Shorty
good.
Shorty. So,
Yeah, Shorty. Shout out Shorty. I was listening to him too. You know what I'm saying? But like, they harmonize it so good to where it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? I could really just do a cold hook right here on some melodic shit, even if I do want to rap on the song, but even if I don't, you know what I'm saying? Once I do a cold hook on some melodic shit, I could do the rest of the song because I already got this flow, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, bruh, a rap flow is like, there's not too much variety of, actually I'm not gonna say there's not too much variety of rap flows, but like as you're rapping, somebody, even if you're rapping very unique, I'll say I'm talking outrageous. I don't think I really sound like nobody because like I know I do my own punch-ins. Even if I'm writing like on par with my flow. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not writing to really sound like somebody else. So I'll say like that. But like when you do a melody, it's very unique. You know what I'm saying? When you do a melody, it's very unique. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Once you do that melody type stuff and you listen to the song, you're like, all right, like, I don't think nobody sounds like me. Unless you really like listen to somebody's song and then you really sound like them. But I know like once all the melodies I do is very unique. You feel what I'm saying? Very unique. So like that's why I started preferring the melodies because it's like this is my sound right here. You feel me? And like I said, Killer Griff up and coming. You feel what I'm saying? So as he's dropping his beats, you feel what I'm saying, I'm doing them as he's dropping them. So they're like at 100 views, 200 views, 1,000 views. Shit, if it got 5,000 views, I might not even do it.
Yeah.
On some shit, like literally, if it got 5,000, I might not do it because like I want to. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I keep it unique, and I knocked out a lot of his beats. You know what I'm saying? I knocked out a lot of his beats to where it's like, all right, like I don't care how the next person sounds on this. I'm so locked in with his sound to where like you know what I'm saying? We damn near going hand in hand, Batman and Robin type shit.
And with all this music dropping, I see it's mainly singles. Do we have any EPs or albums, mixtapes, any projects coming in the near future?
We got Talking Outrageous, the EP. Talking Outrageous, the EP is on the way. You feel what I'm saying? Talking Outrageous, the EP.
And how many songs are you planning on having on that EP?
I want to do 5 songs. I got 5 cold songs for y'all, 5 unreleased. Shit, probably all the snippets you done heard on my story. Just think, you know what I'm saying? Think you might hear it. It might not even be a song on there. We got so many songs in the vault. But for sure, I got a 5-song EP coming. Talking Outrageous, the EP. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Talking Outrageous himself. You feel me? Shoot, with Talking Outrageous, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably wonder, like, why I'm saying that on every song. Why you be saying Talking Outrageous? What does that even mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When I first, that's why I say shout out Casher Quan, because, you know what I'm saying? I know Detroit niggas be saying talking spicy. I'm not even gonna say Detroit niggas. Flint niggas be saying talking spicy for sure. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen to a lot of Detroit music. I still do to this day. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say Detroit. Michigan music. Because shout out AK Bandamon, Grand Rapids. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to a lot of Michigan music. You know what I'm saying? But I used to listen to a lot of Casher Crime. I forgot one song on his beat. I forgot one song. I don't know what it's called. It might be called Mac. But like he like I'm in the studio right now and I'm talking excellent.
Yeah.
And it was like me and the homie was dying at that shit. You know what I'm saying? We just dying at that shit. And we went to the stew and I'm like, I'm in the stew right now. I'm talking outrageous. You know what I'm saying? I said that for one of my first songs. And I was like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm going to just say this every time. But back then I wasn't even thinking on a marketing mindset.
Mm-hmm.
But like now that's damn near my trademark. You won't hear a song. If I'm doing it, I don't care if I do a song with Drake. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hear a bar about white collar. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to hear a bar about white collar. You damn sure going to hear, you feel what I'm saying? You're going to hear a bar about motherfucking Talking Outrageous. You're going to hear a bar about Talking Outrageous. You're going to hear it in the intro. You're going to hear it before I say it. You'll hear something about Talking Outrageous because, you know what I'm saying, that's like my trademark now. I'm damn near going to trademark it. Talking Outrageous to LLC. You know what I'm saying? But
there we go. You got to do it now because once this get uploaded, nigga might try to snatch it.
Yeah. But like I damn near say that every song because it's like that's one of my trademarks when I first started rapping, like Talking Outrageous. And Talking Outrageous means something, you know what I'm saying? It really means something more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too deep with it, but like Talking Outrageous really means like you could talk about rap is very, I don't want to say like you could talk about whatever you want on a song, bruh. You know what I'm saying? People have categorized rap or kind of like put it in a shoebox to where you can only talk about certain shit. Like nobody really wants to hear about you catching 30 bodies in one song, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. I'm not gonna say nobody. A lot of people want to hear that because there's ear for that. Shout out EBK J-Bo. You know what I'm saying? There's ear for that. It's shit slapping. But you know what I'm saying? Not everybody has an ear for you catching 30 bodies on one song. And not everybody has an ear for you. We from Dago, so not everybody has an ear for you pimping on 100 hoes. You feel what I'm saying? Talking Outrageous really mean like you could say whatever. You could say the most outrageous shit. If you hear my song, I say the most outrageous shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my white boy hella cool, but he a Donald Trumper. You know what I'm saying? Like I say the most outrageous shit because like you could say whatever, but like it gives rap. A lot of stuff has no substance, and people try to put substance onto it. But like if you're gonna have no substance, at least make it a bar. Like I say, you could say whatever. You know what I'm saying? People more so like put themselves in a shoebox. Like you don't gotta rap about 100 drills. Even if you did 100, even if I killed somebody last night, I won't put it in the song.
Yeah. You're not about to incriminate yourself.
You feel what I'm saying? You don't gotta self-incriminate yourself, or you don't gotta be over cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we from the hood. You might have a couple bars chasing nigga down with the 30, whatever y'all be saying. But nigga, you gonna make the whole song, you kill somebody, like this is just a murder plot. You feel what I'm saying? You might as well just go explain this to San Diego PD. Go explain this to your nearest police department. If that's what it is. But nah, real shit, Talking Outrageous really just means like you can say whatever you want on the song. Even if I'm singing, I'm gonna still say Talking Outrageous.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's really that. Yeah. Hey, we could take a break right now, really?
Huh?
I could go take a piss right now.
Oh, yeah. I'll pause it real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. And now that we've talked about like the artist side of everything, what I wanted.
There we go.
All right, bet. And now that we talked about the artist side, with everything as far as the music you've been dropping and new music coming out, I wanted to go over your clothing because you did bring up your clothing brand earlier, and a lot of people might not be privy to it. So go ahead and let us know about your merch, or if it's not just merch, if it's a whole brand separated from the rap, like fill us in on that.
All right, so boom. Like I just told y'all earlier, I was, you know what I'm saying? I was rapping about that. I was messing around with that. That was the world I was in. So, you know what I'm saying? I started a clothing brand called White Collar Clothing. So, boom, I started it in June 2021. Getting a lot of traction for sure. Sold a lot of clothes. Sold a great amount of clothes. But, you know what I'm saying? I did a lot of business programs. Shout out Empower, BBB for sure. Did a lot of business programs. You know what I'm saying? Went through marketing, studying like how it's gonna work. And then once I happened to start rapping again, you know what I'm saying? That's when I'm like, if I'm gonna rap, I gotta incorporate the clothing in the rap because as me being a rapper, I'm a brand, but I'm already have a brand. So I was like, all right, I told myself, I'm a rap. I gotta make sure that I'm, you feel what I'm saying, supporting what else I got going on as well. So every song you might hear me, you for sure gonna hear me say all black, white colors free. You feel what I'm saying? You see right there, I'm gonna say all black, white color free. Cause that's what you're gonna see me in. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's the white collar tracksuit, the white collar puffer jacket, whatever it is, you're gonna see me in that. Or you're gonna see the homies in that. You're gonna see, or not even the homies in that, you're gonna see people in San Diego wearing that for sure. The white collar fit. So I'll just make sure, you know what I'm saying, as I'm rapping, I'm staying consistent with what I'm rapping about. You feel what I'm saying? If you hear what I rap about damn near every song, I'm staying consistent. I'm gonna say for sure I'm talking outrageous. Then you're gonna hear something about the white collar fit for sure.
And where can people, is it for sale? Where can people get
Oh
you?
yeah, for sure it's for sale. You feel what I'm saying? Hit me on Instagram, whitecollar.ent LLC. You know what I'm saying? That's on paper for sure. So whitecollar.ent media group as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not just clothing. We got a media group. We got cameramen, content creators. So you know what I'm saying? That's for later, but y'all, we're building something great.
And let people know where to find you on IG and on streaming services. Plug your shit real quick
For
for the
sure.
people.
So Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, DripBTC, DripBTC. Instagram, SKDrip1. Instagram, whitecollar.ent. WHITKOLLAR.ent. You're going to find me right there for sure.
Once again, my brother, thank you for coming through live from the Grove.
We out.
Yes, sir.
So.